Yay, we're live! Gizmo? Okay. Hey, what's up? Hey. Hi. Hi. Hey.
It's official. Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you? You ladies look beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. I was going with my if I was gonna get casted for Total Divas WWE, this was like my look, like my wrestler look.
You look amazing. Yes.
Thank you. I love your bell and your My Little Pony look. That's so cute.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
And oh, no problem. And of all days to do it on dcfandom.com, Jay. I was like, people, please still watch us. Like, I know you're interested in that too, but please still watch us. Yeah.
So we want to get started? Yeah, let's just start. All right, so we are Divas on a Dime, and this is A Nerd Was Born, and we are joined by the very beautiful Cosplay and 41. Yay!
Yay. Thank you.
So you want to ask the first question? Okay, so the first question that we always ask our special guest is, when did you realize you were a nerd?
Yeah, so it was definitely probably about fifth or sixth grade, like when my mom bought me like the glasses that were like the size of like the Coke bottle glasses, and like everybody in school would, definitely let me know. I know a lot of people have stories about like being bullied. I experienced that too, but I didn't let it get to me. I like threw myself into sci-fi and all a bunch of TV shows, so I wouldn't have to think about that. So yeah, definitely though when I realized I used to watch like grow up on XFiles, but then all the cartoons and stuff like Thundercats and He-Man and She-Ra and all that, you know, definitely helped me get through. But yeah, right around that time is when I realized.
Okay, next question. Oh, okay. I love y'all so go. Aw, thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
So sweet. Okay. So next question. On your IG it says that you're a new cosplayer. When did you start cosplaying?
I just officially started this past June. So, yeah, I wanted to first start off with thanking the both of you and shout out to Moody the Baby and Leanne underscore cosplay and also Princess Mahogany. Like, they were on my old page that I used to have. And that page was basically based about like my personal life. And I started to do cosplay then. But prior to that, last year in October, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So when I went through the whole process, then I had like a double mastectomy and everything, and that's when I realized I was like, life's too short, and I was like, I need to stop sitting on this, and I need to just get in there and do it. So this year is when I finally decided to do it. So yeah,
Wow.
thanks.
Amen to that. Seriously. Like,
Yeah,
we just really, because I mean, like, your cosplays are awesome. Amazing. I'm like,
thank you.
you think she's new? Like, she's a pro. What's she talking
Well,
about?
the secret is that I didn't want to brag, but I'm a model and an actress, and I didn't want to brag and put it on my page and put it out there. So maybe knowing that probably explains the photos, definitely, like the modeling part and acting. And I stopped, recently, like once I got sick and everything, but I'm okay now. Everything's good. So yeah.
Good.
And I have questions for you too. So I know you guys are doing this interview. I don't want to have the takeover spirit. So
Not at all. But like that's definitely like a powerful thing, like, going through like something as serious as like cancer and
yeah.
like following your dreams and stuff like that, and just also just being your awesome, gorgeous self. Because I mean,
Thank
like
you.
we haven't experienced anything like that personally, but I know like sometimes like, For some women, it may be difficult, like, especially like if like losing like hair and things like that. So for you
Mhm.
going out there doing the cosplays and just, just doing your thing, like that's helpful to like a lot of people.
Thank
So
you. Yeah, and I want to thank you guys because I know like when I had my other page, and I think I reached when we first reached out, all of us, when we were all talking, I had told you guys like how the community was like so horrible. Like I just think they weren't ready for that. They were just used to seeing me and sharing my breast cancer story. And then when I did the cosplay, it was like, what? I got so many rude messages with people saying, like, what does she think she's doing? What do you think you're doing? This is ridiculous. Like, what is all this stuff about? Like, so it just wasn't well received. So I'm not sure if, I don't know. People weren't ready for cosplay. So that's when I was like, forget about my regular page. I'm going to start a whole new one and I'm going to just go to a new community that appreciates it. And then as soon as I came on, it was just amazing. And even with you two, I appreciate your support. You guys have been amazing. The community's been amazing. Um, I haven't experienced any of the negative stuff that's happened. But so far, everything's been great. I mean, people are so good and everybody's allowed to be them. I love the fact that doesn't matter how you look, shape, size, race, color, anything, age, anything. It's just the people being you and being able to express yourself. So I'm just happy that I found a safe place. And that's here with you guys.
yes, absolutely. Like we're a family here, you know what I mean? So we
Yeah,
definitely have to support one another for sure.
yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Can I jump in and ask you guys a question, or do you? I don't want to take over.
You're fine.
So I have to ask. Well, two things. So I've had my first experience of being attacked by the beehive. That's for Beyonce. My questions to you is, what did you ladies think of Black is King?
We have
Did
yet
you?
to.
Oh, you
We have
haven't seen it yet.
no.
So just so everybody can understand like how I got attacked by the beehive. So every time like I know anything about Beyonce, I have nothing against Beyonce. Beyonce's great. Her, nothing to say because I don't want to say anything else because I'll be attacked again.
Yeah, the beehive.
um,
They don't
the
play no.
beehive will, I always read like other people's comments with the beehive attacking people, and I'm like, ooh, that better not be me. But oh my goodness, all I said was the the visual is amazing, but I'm not sure what I watched though. That's it. That's it. Oh my god.
You got attacked for that. They came for you.
And I was like, I'm not even saying anything negative. I just needed to understand like what it was. It's beautiful. It's like a bunch of, like a beautiful music video with a ton of scenes, and Beyonce has like 85 wardrobe changes and everything is beautiful and the culture is great and everything. So I'm not knocking anything. It's just that I just wasn't really sure what I was watching. So I just would have liked an explanation. But when
Mm-hmm.
I got attacked, I was like, forget it. Delete comment. I was like, I'm deleting my comment. I'm all set. I do not want to be on here. So but
That's
yes, but yeah, I was gonna say like watch it when you get a chance. Let me know what you guys think. DM me. Let me know what you think about it.
okay. Okay.
Okay, so enough of me and my questions. You go.
No, feel free like to jump in. You know what I mean? This is like about you and anything that comes up, just
Yep. And anybody in the comments too, if you have questions, feel
Yeah.
free.
but yeah.
Yep.
But I would just say as far as like with like the like people like coming for you, because I mean like sometimes it happens on IG here too. We have
Yeah.
come for us too, but regardless, I mean everybody has like an opinion, and there's nothing wrong
Hmm.
with like expressing it.
Yeah.
Um, but some people, and I don't think there's anything wrong with what you said, but like some people, they are a little bit more like insensitive as far as like what they may put, like as far as their opinion on like a post that you put or something like that.
Yeah.
I just would be like, don't let it bother you, don't let it get to you. And,
Hmm.
like here, like I have to say, like all of our friends on here, like they're super supportive. Like when that stuff happens, they were like, they were like coming for that person, like, hey, like
Yeah.
leave them alone, stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. They're great with that. I know I saw that like with one of your posts that you had. I was like, stop being rude. She look cute.
But yeah, if anybody comes for you, we got your
Yep,
back.
we got your back.
Like leave
Thank
her
you.
alone. She's
Thank
awesome.
you. Definitely.
But yeah. So what else? The next question you had? Okay. So next question that we had for you. So your page mentions about never being too old for cosplay. What are your thoughts on age discrimination in the cosplay community?
Yeah, it just shouldn't be. So I kind of look at it from an acting perspective. Like think about it. Every show that you watch, everybody's cast from all age ranges, right? So it doesn't matter whatever show you're watching. It could be the professor that's 70 years old, or Timothy Dalton in Doom Patrol that's 74 years old. Like, and regardless, they're still doing some kind of cosplay, even though it's acting, but they're a character. So it shouldn't matter. I'm all for all ages, which is why I definitely put it there. I don't, like I said, for my old page, I did have people tell me, like, don't you think you're a little too old for this? And that's a little childish. And, that's why I said, nobody's too old for cosplay. Everybody's doing it. It's just dumb.
We've
But
experienced that too. People asking us, like some of our family members would say, well, aren't y'all gonna outgrow this? But it's like this is like a hobby of ours, and we truly love it. It brings us joy. So I'm like, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
part of our identity.
Yeah.
So you're telling me to not be myself. Like, no.
yeah.
No.
And it's so much fun, like, right? Even like through COVID, right? It's like you just have something to keep you busy. And it's like, let me get my next costume so I don't be sad about putting my mask on at leave.
Exactly. So it's like no one's too old for cosplay.
Nope.
Exactly.
Keep doing you. Oh, I think we have a question here too.
Yeah.
Brady Brown Bunny says, I'm curious, how do you take your photos? I'm interested in becoming a cosplayer, but have no ideas how to do photos.
That's a good question.
That's a good question. We were going to ask you that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my secret weapon is my sister. So me and my sister live together, and we decided, like, let's just buy like a whole studio backdrop with a bunch of backdrops like this one you see back here.
I love
And thank you. I was like, so let's go ahead and since we're stuck in COVID and we couldn't go anywhere, and then like with me, being high risk, I can't go anywhere. So except the hospital and the doctor's appointments and the grocery store, and then I got to do that quick and get back home. So I was like, if I'm gonna be stuck, let's go all out, because you don't spend your money anymore, right? You don't buy like except for cosplay, because I know that we got them like cosplay, but you don't notice like lately, you don't see yourself like stopping at stores anymore and buying like, oh, I need this shirt, I need a new shirt for work. Well, we do that anymore. So I've been able to save money and obviously put some in the cosplay, but we decided to just throw it and get us some studio backdrops, and that's what we were doing at home. And then like with my background with modeling, I've worked with a bunch of photographers and some celebrity photographers, so I have the hints and the tricks on how to do the lighting and stuff. Yeah, so we just do it. She just shoots it with her phone, and then I go in and I do like I use some apps and I do some Photoshop editing and add some stuff in there to get it the way it looks. Yeah.
Amazing. Because we
Thank
were like,
you.
I'm like, her cosplays, her photos are amazing. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Like these
Thank
cards.
you. Yeah, I always try to like approach them, and I said this is what I want to do for my page. I wanted to approach the pictures like they're casting call the photos. So if I was like, if I'm gonna be on the next season 4 of Titans, I need to make sure that I look the part. But I try to have that same idea, like casting photos is the idea. I mean, I'm sure you can see on the page. It's just the modeling part. I just try to stick with poses.
Fifi said, I have something to learn from you.
That's
I was
like
like, really?
from that idea, because I mean, like when you like dress up like a character or you cosplay, you do like kind of have to get yourself like in the mindset that you're that character. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so used to like the modeling world, so I just know how to turn it on when it's time. And my sister looks at my pictures sometimes and she's like, I think you're thinking too much about it. And I was like, all right. So when she says that, I'm like, forget this, let's just do it. And then it just happens to where it's like, all
Mm,
right.
okay. I love it. But that would be cool, like to see from you, like, and I mean, if like your like sister was like okay with like maybe just being like a voiceover, or if she would appear in it like a behind the
Oh,
scenes
yes.
thing, like where you kind of give like a tutorial on helping people like posing, the lighting, and all that kind of stuff, because we're still like trying to figure things out too. So
Yeah, I know that's a good idea. All right, got it noted.
so talking to
Yes,
people
lady.
better work.
Okay. So next question, guys.
Yes. So you've done so many awesome cosplays from different areas of interest. What shows are you currently watching right
Oh my God, the list. Um, so I've been tuning to Netflix because like sometimes you can end up scrolling for 6 hours, right? And then so you finally pick something, which is so annoying. So I have to like stick to a few shows. I've been watching, I just finished season 1 of Discovery of Witches. I just watched the first episode before we did this interview of Lovecraft Country. Oh my God, I love it. It's
now?
so good. It's so good. Um, what else? Like Alter Carbon. I just started getting into DC, which is a whole other conversation with DC versus Marvel, but I just started doing DC and I saw the Titans and I've been waiting for so many years to watch it because I know they had it like over in the UK. You couldn't watch it there. They finally brought it over here. And I was like, it's so good. I love it. And now I understand like why so many people like want to be Raven and Starfire. It's on everybody's cosplay. Like those are the characters they go for. But after watching the show, I'm like totally understand. I still have 3 episodes left of Doom Patrol, and I love it. I think it's really good. I'm surprised because I know like DC has come a long way, so I'm definitely proud of the work that they've come up with so far. And then I just rewatched Penny Dreadful. I love that show, and always a fan of Farscape for a long time, forever. And then one show that I put off on purpose because I was like, I can't do this. I used to watch Vampire Diaries of the original. And then like I don't want to be any spoilers to the end of originals, but at the end of originals they start a spin-off show called Legacies. And I was like, I'm not watching it. Nope. I'm not watching it. Nope. I want to just not bother. So I let like a year go by and I was like, forget it. I'm about to just watch it because there's nothing to do. Oh my God. I was like, I love it. It's so good. Like it just took me, I don't know. I love it. It's like all my genre. It's sci-fi, aliens, everything, monsters, like folklore tales. I fell in love with that show and I still have 3 episodes to go for season 2, but I'm trying to hold it because you know how they say season 2 will be out until 2021. And it's like, so I need to like hold over. So
Yeah.
I won't give anything away, but I really like Legacies. I was like, why was I waiting? It's so yeah, that was a lot of shows.
Sounds like something like I would be interested in. I like sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. Have you seen Alter Carbon? Have you guys seen Alter Carbon yet? Alter
Oh,
Carbon?
I keep asking people. The trailer looks good, but I don't
Okay.
know. We're gonna just
We should just watch it.
yeah.
So good. And I'm just like, and I think like with me, I'm just so into like weird sci-fi, which is why when I did my acting gigs was why I always kept trying to be cast for like a witch or a demon or a vampire. Those are the roles I went for. Because I was like, I just want to be in something. So I'm obsessed with that. I'm obsessed with sci-fi and the whole outer space realm and all that weird stuff. Yeah, I love it.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I got super excited when you mentioned XFiles because
Yeah.
like that was life growing up. Oh my gosh. Yes, I loved it.
that was the whole thing growing up in the early 90s when it came out, and a lot of episodes stick with me. Now that I think about it, I was like, the episode that sticks to me the most is like the worm episode. Like when, I don't know if you guys remember, but they went to like this frozen lab or something, and then Mulder and Scully were, people got the worm in their ear, and then it would make them like go crazy and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like they were trying to put it in Mulder's ear, and they were trying to figure out like who had it. That was like one of my favorite episodes of all time. So then it just started to get weird at the end, like when they started bringing all the people in and stuff. But the redo, did you guys see like the remake of it again when they came back out with it? Like that.
A little bit of it, but you couldn't get
Someone,
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, to me, it wasn't the same. I don't know. How did you feel about it, the remake? Did
it
you like?
was it was it was really different. I what were my concerns? I don't know. I like the one where it was like totally silence, where they really didn't talk, and it was like the tech thing that all the technology took over on that episode. I don't know if you guys remember that one. But it was just weird because I was trying to figure out Mulder Scully had a kid, and, like they were after everybody. Like it's just I don't know. Some of the episodes were good, but it's okay. I'll take the old seasons definitely over the new ones, but I'm always happy to see them come back. Yeah.
Wait, didn't they have a movie too? A XFiles movie too?
Yeah,
Yep.
they did.
Yeah,
That was
yeah, it's some movie. Yep, I remember that one too.
so
Actually,
like,
saw it in the theater.
not like a spoiler, but I mean, sorry. But I mean, was there like hints that Mulder was an alien at some point in the show?
I think so, maybe.
Yeah.
But wasn't the other dude like one with the black book coming out of him or something? The black eyes. I forgot. He was the other FBI agent that would always stalk Mulder or something. Oh my god, I forgot his
I
name.
know what you're talking about. I can't remember what his name is, but like,
I don't remember his name. But he was like always after Mulder and Scully, and
yeah,
then like
and like when she had
he
like
was like the alien person.
that most.
Well, I have to rewatch some stuff.
I don't know. We gotta watch it again.
Yeah. Oh
But the
god.
90s had some good shows back in the day, though. We were talking about
Oh, yeah.
the 90s.
Yeah.
Ah,
What were some of your favorite shows in the 90s?
we liked Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I remember Boy Meets World, Clueless. Would you like Buffy the Vampire Slayer too? It was
Did you
good.
like Angel the spinoff too after Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Then they had Angel too.
I never
Spin-off.
Watched it. We
You
heard
see
it.
Angel?
Yeah.
No. That's the Angel. Yeah. That was like his show after she left. Then he had his little spin-off show, and they find when they did the crossover episode. Oh my God! It was like, oh my God, Buffy people are gonna be on Angel show tonight.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, those were the days, though. Those were good days. Those were good times.
I know. And like, did you like Supernatural?
Oh, wow.
Oh
I had
my
that.
God! So this is a great topic for us to talk about. So I have my opinions. Okay.
We want to hear.
We gotta break it down. Here we go. Supernatural has been on for 15 seasons. Okay. Now, like the time I watched every season. So I'm up to the point now, hey, whenever they bring it back, I'm ready for the other one. Here's my thing. I was talking to another cosplayer about this show the other day, and I got so fired up. I was like, let me go because this ain't working. Of course, we know that Sam and Dean are hot, right? So I think that's part of the reason why the show stayed on so long is because they're two hot guys. All right, we know that, right? But remember the part when I think it was season 3 where Dean went to hell, right? And this is what bothers me so bad. I get so angry. So Dean goes to hell. Dean comes back. New season starts, right? He just with his brother like nothing happened. And then it's just all these like flashbacks about him being in hell. I'm like, what happened? I want details. I want to know if there was torture. I want to know who you tortured. I want to know what it looks like. I want to know what the fire scene looked like. I want to know everything. And they skipped over it completely. And they just go to, and then like every 7 episodes, every season, right? They go back to that vampire werewolf thing, right? It's always back to that. monster every 7th episode. And it's like, we're on this again? I'm like, I need more. I need more angels, like more demons. Like, let's get with. I need some chanting. I need people in a star circle. Let's get it on. Like, because you know when you watch other shows and you see them do all these like rituals, like I don't know, I can't even think like I'm trying to think of an example of like any show that does like witch chanting or whatever, or they have it, or like the magicians. I don't even know if you've seen the magicians. That's a good one too. But you know they'll do their whole circles and then all the things and boots and that and this and that, and it's like yes, and it's like then here come the demon monster, boom, and everybody running for their life, and then it's like okay, but the supernatural, it's like damn, damn.
That is how
I was like, I need more from y'all. And then like with Sam was the devil or like the Lucifer thing, like, or I don't know, when he was like, there was Lucifer, but then he was supposed to be evil too or something. Like, I need more. I need more. And I don't understand sometimes like how it survived this long, but I just know it's the fans. The fans are diehard, and I don't have anything against it. I just want. And I know it's probably too late now because I only have like 5 or 8 more episodes left of the season, but I just want more from Supernatural. I'm like, come on, guys. Like, y'all could have explained what happened to Dean. Still need to know to this day when he was tortured what happened. I still want to know.
Yeah.
That took a long time to explain.
No, what was that other show that went off air too? You were into it, that one with what was it, the Headless Horseman or something?
Oh, Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow.
Yes, that was a good show.
It was good season 1, and then season 2, I don't know what started to happen. I think like the writing went off to some other thing. It was just weird. I don't know. I hate when there's, and then I hate when there's like really good shows, and then it's like, oh, there was one season and we canceled it. I'm like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the weird shows they want to leave on for 20 seasons, and it's like, okay.
Yep, that is so true.
Oh, what about what's that other show? Dang,
Is it a scary one?
Yeah, it's a scary one. And they have like one like pretty much every fall, and they have the creepy intros.
Oh, you talking American Horror Story?
Yeah.
Are you a fan of American Horror Story?
Ooh, yeah, I've only seen the season with Lady Gaga. I forgot the hotel, but oh my god, that was so good. I loved it. I loved it. That's the one. I know I have to see like Coven and all the other ones everybody's been telling me to watch. But I haven't seen. That was my only season I watched because it's like I think they kept saying like even if you don't see the show, you can still jump in at any point and watch it, which is good because I hate when if you try to pick a season and you don't know what's going on, you gotta start from the beginning. But yeah, they did a lead on Sleepy Hollow, so the show basically was done. Then yeah, I agree about the Sleepy Hollow lead.
Oh, then we got another question. Legendary Me said, what conventions do y'all want to go to next year?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question too.
Yeah, I know for me, like I've been to like the major ones, so Boston Comic Con, Rhode Island. I've done Wizard World in Philly, New York Comic Con. I'd love to go to all those again. It'd be great, but it just sucks with COVID. That would have been so good this year.
Yeah.
But on to the topic of conventions now that that's brought up.
Yeah.
Do you have any like interesting stories? Like what are your convention pet peeves?
Yeah.
Number 1 is body odor. Top 1. I just don't understand. Like, I don't get it, people. Like, I don't. Like, why? Like, you and how? Like, you spend so much money on these costumes, and then they walk by you, and it's like, oh my god. Or then I'm like, is that a hot dog with a bunch of onions somebody got over from the stand? Like, like, then it's like, oh no, that's just him with a costume. Or, oh, okay. And it's so strong, and it's like, and then like, it's like one every, I don't know, every 30 people. It's like one every 30 people, somebody just didn't figure out to wash up. And I just get, and it just weirds me out because I'm always, when I go to the conventions, I always do the photo ops. And I'm like, they're meeting these people and they smell like this. just don't understand it. I don't. It's just wrong. It's just wrong.
You spend all
That
that.
is that one's number one. Number two. Number two for pet peeve at a convention is no matter what happens, it seems that me and my sister, when we go, like we always, like we're in a photo op line, and this happens every time we go. Like the line could be going so well, like there's, 30 people in front of you, 30 people behind you. You have great conversation with the group in front of you and group behind you, right? And everybody's like, yup, oh my God, I can't wait to meet the person. Boom, boom. As soon as it's our turn to go, there's like a flood of people that come and interrupt, or there's people that cut, and it's nothing against people that are handicapped or anything. They always send a person that has the wheelchair, that's in a wheelchair, in front of us, and they're like, is it okay if they can take a picture before you? Sure, it's no problem, even though we've been waiting in line for an hour. And I said, but why does it always have to be me and my sister? What about the person in front of me, person behind me? You could ask anybody over there. Anybody, it has to be us. It happens every time we go. I don't know why.
Oh, sorry. That we experienced it too with the line cutting. I remember one year, Christy and I.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we waited in line for a good hot minute, and these guys, they were behind us, and they had friends that already pre-registered. They already had their badges, and they were like working as like a decoy because they would stand on the side of the line as it's going up, distract people. So then the person behind us, they would like slid in front of us, and it didn't make sense to me because people that pre-registered, they already had their badge. They're sitting there cutting a line as well too, and I'm just like, you have a badge, like why are you cutting the line? And
remember what one of those guys did though?
What did he do?
It was something. We were in the line, and he's like,
Oh.
"Oh, you can so
Yeah, he butted us in the line, and I was just like, okay, I remember that. So when we finally get up to pay for our badges, he's trying to be so helpful because we had to register ourselves on a computer, and then he's like, oh, this works right here. You can use this one. I said, don't talk to me. You butted us in line. Nope, don't try to be helpful now. And then I was like, I'm like, yeah, you. I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
It's like, don't come for me with my fan. Okay? Don't come for me.
Yeah, it's just rude. It's just like,
it is. And it always happens, and it's just so annoying. Mm-hmm. I think those are like my top two ones. I mean, I don't mind the lines, or it's okay. It all goes with the part of the process, in the lines, and you just have the whole feeling, and I love all that, but it's just not the body. The body odor and the line cut.
Yeah. So any like memorable experiences at any conventions that you've been to?
So I've been going for 4 or 5 years now, and my most memorable moment was probably with the whole cast of Captain America. I went Chris Evans and Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie, and everybody's so nice. And I have the pictures, so I'm gonna have to put those up soon on my new page because I have all that stuff, like from all the photo ops. Do you ladies do photo ops too at the conventions, or?
We don't do them. Well, like we had done some photo shoots before, which didn't go so well. Yeah. So I'm kind of like,
I was like, what do you mean? What happened? Why didn't it go well?
We had planned. This was years ago. We had planned one for like a Greek goddess photo shoot, and we set up, and people were like, yeah, we're gonna show up. So Christy and I were waiting, and 2 hours passed, mind you. And we gotta be back on the road soon because this was in Baltimore. We live in Virginia. So it's like we gotta be back on the road. So eventually we left. That could have been time spent at the con. So anyways, online, I don't even know if it's still a site anymore, cosplay.com, like the message boards. But the person that was part of the photo shoot was saying, I wore my Artemis cosplay for the photo shoot that I think was supposed to happen, like trying to throw shade. And I wrote back and said, the photo shoot was going to. We were waiting for 2 hours. Where were you at? No one showed up.
Clap back.
And then she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was at home straightening my friend's hair. I'm sorry. I'm just like,
Hello. I'm sorry. It sucks.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, but still.
So have you had anything like funny or anything like crazy happen, like as far as like I don't know, like anything like at the convention, like maybe, or what are your thoughts as far as like cosplay? You're in cosplay and someone just like snaps a photo of you, but they didn't like ask first and they just took the picture, or they just like try to, like if they try to touch you, like the cosplay and consent thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for a fun fact, I have never dressed in cosplay at any Comic Con I've gone to.
Hmm.
So it's not like anything bad, but I don't know. I just think that when I go and I don't know, I just have my thing when I was like, when I take my picture with Chris Evans, I want to be in my leather black jacket and my top has to be cute with my jeans. Like, you know what I mean? So um, I haven't, but I've seen it happen. Like especially like with girls that wear more like, provocative ones as far as like, like there's a character just like a bodysuit, and there's like either a thong or just like that part. I've seen guys that are rude to them like that, and it's just nobody deserves that. Even you're not asking for anything, you're just playing a character. I know they're there for that. They're not looking for that type of attention. It's like that's who they decided to be, and they shouldn't be attacked for it, or guys shouldn't be pervy about it. It's just weird. But no, definitely no touching. Like you better ask me if you want to take photos.
But yeah, quick.
No touching.
Okay. So we kind of talked about that. Was one of the questions we had for you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, so who's your favorite comic book character?
I'm
Mm.
gonna go with Wolverine because I love me some Wolverine. Like I don't know, all these years of X-Men, the whole market of Wolverine has been amazing with Marvel. Just the whole, including him in every movie that's been on, the whole collection of like X-Men, Days, Futures Past, and like the first class, like the old movies, trying to bring it back to new stuff, X-Men 1, 2, and 3, all those. He's always been inspiration. I used to watch X-Men the cartoon growing up too, so I was obsessed with that show. When I had to do it it always came on before we had to catch the school bus. So I'm like, oh my gosh, hurry up, what's gonna happen? Because the bus outside. So that's one of my favorite comic characters. Yeah, definitely. Wolverine.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Our brother's obsessed with
Yeah,
him
he
too.
loved Wolverine.
He loves Wolverine. He had an action figure of him.
Uh-huh.
But yeah. That's
Ooh.
cool. All right. Okay. We talked about that too.
But okay, what about poses? We talked about that. Ask about that.
Yes. So, okay. We kind of talked about it a little bit, but what advice would you give to somebody that's like a new cosplayer or somebody that's trying to work on like their poses for pictures and stuff?
Yes. I don't know, just be yourself when you take pictures. I don't know if people take pictures of that person or if it's just them, even with selfies. Like, just be you and, let that character come out. I know it's a little different for me. Like, when I put the costume on, I try to just be in character. I don't know if that makes any sense. So I just try to, like, like how you guys take your pictures when you're doing your poses and stuff. I'm sure you're thinking about, like, what pose did the character do that you saw, like, on a picture or one of the scenes you saw in an anime or anything like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just say just be yourself and pose, pose, pose.
Okay.
So I had a question for you ladies too that I wrote down.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Go for it.
So I wanted to ask about you guys with your amazing show Divas on the Dimes. Like, if you guys have a theme song or an intro, like to start with when it comes on. Like, are you guys, or is that a project in the works, or that's something that you're thinking about doing?
That you just gave us an idea.
I
Does
know.
that sound cool?
Because I got some bars.
Whoa,
Okay.
multi-talented.
Yes.
It's so cheesy. It's so cheesy, but I don't even have a beat, but it started out like, and it's so cheesy, but forgive me, I'm just gonna go. Here we go. Boom. I said, we got Divas on the dime, Christy and Kendrick reporting live. They doggy so cute, even though it be barking sometimes. That's all right now. And I was like, a nerd was born.
We love it. We love it.
His people like it too.
Yeah, he'll interrupt at the end. He'll be like, "Arf!" He's crazy. We love him.
I was
Though.
like, he's so cute. No offense to Gizmo.
We love some Gizmo, but sometimes like with that bark, I'm like, Gizmo, please.
You're being rude.
He was trying to talk. Stop, Gizmo.
He gets jealous. He gets jealous when we talk to other people. He starts to barking, then you pick him up, and then he's quiet. And he's like,
Until he wants to get down and run and
Yeah.
stuff and act crazy. So, yeah. He's a handful.
That was cheesy. That was cheesy with the bars I gave. I just was throwing some ideas out there. You could definitely take that if you want it. I will be DMing you those if you can use it if you want.
oh, I meant to ask. I love your Froppy cosplay for My Hero Academia.
That was really cute.
Thank you. And here's the thing, another fun fact is that I haven't watched any anime at all. So people say, I have been asked, people are like, why are you doing cosplay if you didn't watch it? So just to explain, when I did my cosplay, which was like, oh yeah, and I do want to ask you guys about the post too that I do, so let's not forget that. But with Froppy, when I decided to pick everything, like with whoever I was going to do, whatever character, I said, let me pick it from a TV show, a comic character, like an anime. Like, that's how I picked it. So it wasn't like I watched it and I'm devoted, which is fine because I know you guys love anime and that's great. And I have to attempt to watch it. So I haven't seen anything for anime. So please don't count me as a loser for that. But yeah.
Everybody has their own issues.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you too. So, like when I debuted, I, posted, there were 24 looks and I know it was 75 posts and that was a lot. Do you think like that's excessive or like what's the rule of thumb going forward? Because, I'm about to drop 20 more. But I don't know, like, is there a timing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what advice do you have for me? Because I'm like, I don't know when to post it. Like, I can post it anytime, but then I don't want to give everybody a gallon of them and overwhelm everybody again. Like, what do you think? Like, once a week, twice a week?
I guess it depends on your schedule because we kind of go like along me and Christy's our schedule, and then also like a theme that we have for our posts. Like we do like karaoke Sunday, so we'll post like karaoke Sunday, a storytime Sunday, and then like most of our cosplay pictures are usually on Saturdays when we do A Nerd Was Born.
Okay.
Flashback Fridays, like we have older pictures from our page, or maybe like older cosplays we've done. We'll post that on Fridays. Sometimes throughout the week. Now I kind of want to post because we have like older cosplays, and then we post like with inspirational messages throughout the week.
Okay.
Yeah. So just I don't know. It just depends on your schedule and whenever you want to do it.
Okay. All right. I'll try to do once a week because I'm done. I was like, I'm just not gonna give it to them too much because I know like some people kept DMing me. They were like, "Oh my God, your cosplays are amazing." But like you have so many, and I'm like, okay, like, I don't know, like should I have only posted 3? I don't know.
You never.
Not that it's a bad thing. It's just that's why I was asking. I didn't know if there's a certain thing I should do it once a week, twice a week.
No, you do it. You want to do it. No, there's no rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no rules. Okay, there's no rules.
I'm excited now. I'm like, ooh, what did she do next? I can't wait.
Yeah, I went for some like older DC comic looks because I know like I know everybody does like Raven and Starfire, and that's great. I have no problem with that. I think it's great, but I don't want to be like stuck in a genre of like just do it because everybody doing it. You know what I mean? Like I like odd stuff, so that's why I try to do grab stuff from TV too, and like I said, movies and you know, like even with Alita, Battlestar Angel, I don't know if you guys saw that movie with one of the cosplays that I did. I was so inspired by it. Like it was so good. Like she has so much courage and she was so brave. I was like, I gotta do the cosplay. That's enough. I don't need, you know, I'm not about to do it. I gotta do it. You know, it's just something that, you know, inspires me. And then like again, like with the DC Comics versus Marvel, again, like I've just started to get on to really allowing DC into my life. And they're doing better. I'm surprised. I was like, y'all stepping it up with Titans and Doom Patrol. That's the kind of stuff I like to see. So, and with the cosplay that I do, I like to research if I go on like really far back. So I try to look at the old characters, like some DC characters, like you know, like Celsius and Firebrand. And when I looked those up, I was like, oh my gosh, these are good cosplays because nobody's doing it on their pages. Like, so I try to get like the older original costume look of things. You know, and I think what is cool too, with some people, how they have one character and then that character has a bunch of costumes or you know, character looks, and then they go for that whole thing. What's your ladies' opinions on a cosplayer that has like that's dedicated to one character on their page? Like, what's your opinion about that?
I think it's dope. Like they really love that character. It was a guy at a convention. What was it? He cosplayed. Ryu from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
It's a convention that we usually like to go to every year, and every year we see him. He's cosplaying Ryu. Like, oh, there goes Ryu right there. Like that's we just know him as Ryu. That's Ryu right there.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I'm all for it. Yeah, I've seen like, you know, people that are fully dedicated to like Supergirl, fully dedicated to Wonder Woman. Oh, I think that was one of your questions when you in one of your questions you were asking what was like my favorite cosplay play that I've done. Um and that one was the Wonder Woman costume. Let me tell you, my sister was like, "You gonna get out of that because we already finished shooting, and you know I was in it all day." I was like, I was like, I don't want to take it off. You know, like when something like fits you perfect, and like I said, this could be my profile picture. This is gonna be my driver's license photo.
Yes, we loved your Wonder Woman cosplay.
Thank
Yes.
you. It fit so perfect. That's where I was like, oh my God. And she had to like yell at me to get out of it. Like stayed in it for so long, even after we shot. But that was my favorite one out of the ones that I've done. So.
After you too, because like your makeup looks awesome on the pictures. I was like, I need to get some tutorials on how to do the makeup.
So thank you. And yeah, so with the makeup, like how I approach it. All right, so when I look at when I look at pictures online of who I'm gonna cosplay, and even when you watch TV shows, you notice that nobody has anything dramatic going on, right? There's nothing going on. It's just like, you know, everybody's just got some type of look or whatever, and then it's up to you to decide when you do cosplay what you want to do with it. So I always try to go for like if you notice in my photos, I always try to go for like the natural subtle look, you know, like just like the light round, you know, crease and smoky eyes, and then but it's not like black or anything. It's just subtle natural makeup is what I try to do. I do a lot of heavy contour, you know, so my nose can look like it's totally sucked in and I can't breathe. But yeah, I try to like keep it subtle and natural, like for my makeup. And then this look tonight was a combination of two cosplay characters playing. So the first one required just all red, and then the other one was like a purple eye, which was, I'll just tell you who it is. The second one was Jessica Rabbit. But then when I did this interview, I was like, girl, they can't see the purple. Let me hurry up and get the paint. So I just like blended it all in to let it match my shirt tonight.
I love it. Ooh.
Thank you.
I feel like would you do YouTube? Like I feel like you should have like a YouTube channel. Like with all like your like a vlog behind like Chrissy was saying like behind the scenes stuff with your cosplay and all that.
Yeah, I mean I could. I just never thought to do it. You know, like I think I've been trying to see like how things go here with the community, which is great. And I was like, I told my sister, I was like, I just joined. It's been 3 weeks and I'm almost at 500 followers. And then it's sad because on my old page, I had 612 people that I knew that were following me. And then like with everything that I posted, everything was like, 8 or 10 likes or whatever. Now I know everybody's like, likes don't mean anything, but to some people and me, it makes you feel some type of way. You know what I mean? Like, especially like I felt like I put hard work into what I've done. And I'm like, why is it only like 3 likes? And that's just me and my sister that like the pictures. You know what I mean? So um, I think like no matter what sometimes people say, I know that the followers is good but I know that the likes are important because it helps get that validation of that you're either doing a good job, that you're doing a good job or what you're doing. I like it, you know what I mean? And I just wish there's more people that will look at it like that. I mean, I don't need it for like self-esteem validity. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's more like it's just nice to know if you like my photo, you like my photo. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just if you like something, just hit the like button. Don't think about it saying, "Oh my God, it's Anne," and I don't know. Let me just keep scrolling up, even though she looked cute though. But
Like,
that's what happens.
like, yeah, we were talking about that earlier with Mr. Montel. Like, why is
Okay.
we were like with the cosplay community, especially like with like the blur community. It's like some people that are like in a blur community that are like really high up on IG, like they have like a huge following count, and not all, but some of them, it's like they don't want to help their fellow blurs, like just
Yeah,
shout out. And it's like, what is wrong with helping out your fellow? We're all nerds at the end of the day. What is wrong with giving up?
exactly.
Check this cosplayers page out.
Exactly.
Content. I mean, I don't understand what's wrong with that. And I
Right.
don't just they're like I said, they're afraid that you might like surpass them with the following count or something. They don't want you to get more followers in them or likes. I don't know. Yeah.
Right, and then it's like, and then like with that, it's just like, so who cares if you do or don't? You know what I mean? It's just the fact that what is so difficult about hitting the like button? It's going to take you one little type of a fingertip to do it and move on. But everybody, like, I don't know, people get in their feelings and it's stupid. And that's why I said I'm just really glad I got rid of my old page. Like, it was bad. Like, I just couldn't understand it. They're like, you're 41 years old. You shouldn't even be trying to do stuff like that. And I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like it was just ridiculous. So it's like I had to get off of there. And now here it's like it's not even a thought because it's like I had to separate myself. Like my regular page was just me, explain my breast cancer story. And then like when I moved into the genre of like, hey, I survived breast cancer. Here's my way of showing it. And the first post that I posted on my old page was Supergirl. Because I was like, yes, I feel like I achieved something like cancer. It's, they took it out of me. It's cancer free. And then, it wasn't received well at all by people. So everybody's like, what are you doing?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's like, this is so much better now. And it's like, I had to separate myself. Like, that was Anne, personal world. This is cosplay and 41, which is why it's just called cosplay and 41 because that's what it is you doing cosplay at 41.
We love it.
We love it.
We support it.
Yeah.
Oh man. But like I'm just like with like your story and everything, like you just have such a great like spirit,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
like
It was last year it was devastating. So just think about it, like last year, I went to what was the earlier Comic Cons? I went to like one Comic Con last year earlier in the year. And then like the rest of them I couldn't go to because that's when I found out like I don't know, I just started to feel really sick when I was at work and I was like, I don't know, let me just go get checked out. And I went and then the doctor's like she was like, do you know you have a lump there? And I was like, yeah, that's why I want to go. I want to get checked out. So they scheduled the exam, like, breast exam right away. And then like it was like 2 days later. And I already knew, like, even how she even called me, I just knew I had it. I was like, you could just tell me because I think I know what you're trying to say. She was like, you have breast cancer. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. And and before I found out, it was so many procedures I had to take, like biopsy, like the exam. You have to have so many things done before, they start anything, like the ultrasound, like all that stuff you have to get done. And yeah, when I found out I had it, I don't know, I was like devastated. But then, like, I felt like my whole world was crashing down because I was like, you had all these plans. I was like, I'm going to Comic-Con, we're about to buy our tickets, boom, boom, boom. Like, everything was planned. And then this happens, and it's like, oh no, like, I have to stop for a minute and, realize that this is a deadly disease that I need to take care of. And I just told the doctors, I was like, what are my chances? Like, I was like, tell me what I need to do. Like, what do I need to do to make sure this is fine? They were like, the best bet for this to go away is to just have a mastectomy. So I was like, let's do it. And that's how it was. My decisions were so fast. It wasn't anything where I just like sat and wallowed in it. Because if you think too much about it, you go crazy. So I was like, I'm just going to do whatever the doctor tells me to do. I'm just going to do it. So that's what I did. I just went through all the steps and all the processes. And then, and here we are now. And I just said, life's too short. I'm currently now on chemotherapy. And while I'm taking that, I'm just like, let me do my cosplay and live my life because life's too short. You know what I mean? So I was like, let me stop like imagining it in my head. Because sometimes like you see all your cosplays in your mind, like, oh yeah, when I put that lipstick on, yeah, and it'll be like 3 weeks later, still haven't shot it yet. So I was like, let me just do it. So that's why I had so many when I debuted it, because me and my sister shot like 5 a day. And I was like, let's just rock and roll. So we kept starting. Our wardrobe changed. Like, she's like my personal assistant, the boy grip, the photographer, like everything you could think of. She's been so supportive. And yeah, I was like, let's just rock and roll and let's just do this. That's why, yeah, life's too short and you just gotta go with it. And that's why I'm doing cosplay right now. And I'm so happy. And it makes me feel so good. Like, really does. It may seem cheesy to some people that, outside of our community, but it makes me feel good. And then, like, it just helps getting through COVID, too. Like, sorry, that was like a whole Bible scripture.
Shout out to your sister, too. Yeah. Does she cosplay?
I'm sorry?
Does your sister cosplay?
No, not at all. No, she's just been a great support system with taking the pictures, and that's it. She's like a motivational person, motivational coach and stuff. So
yay,
that's what she does. She posts like positive quotes and stuff on her page, and yeah, that's what's going on.
Cute. So, what else did you want to talk about? If anyone else in the comments have questions? Yeah, anybody have any questions? Because we have one more question to ask. But if anyone else in the comments has anything to ask. Anybody? Let's see. Oh, I've seen all these. Oh, someone said y'all think some people cosplay just to do it without being fans?
I don't know, because then, like, what's the point? Right? Like, if they do, then what's the point of doing it? I don't know, maybe for, like, the attention of followers or something. I don't know. I don't really have an answer. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm not doing
it. Yeah.
I don't know.
We just do it because we like it. Yeah.
Oh, if you could have the superpower, what would it be? Oh man. Oh, I always answer. I don't know. I had to think about it. The whole telekinesis thing. I need that. Okay, I need to just grab something with my mind and bring it to me. Like I just, and it's there. Like bring me water, right? Then it'll just be like water.
I like how you did that. It's like, can we
How
know
about
the
you ladies? What about you ladies for superpower?
hmm. I think my superpower would be hmm. No, I don't want to read people's minds. No, no, no. Teleportation, I guess, teleport myself.
Okay.
I want to
I was like,
fly.
where are you trying to go?
Oh wait, we're about to time out IG, but we'll be right
Okay.
back. Yeah, it's about to time
Okay.
out.
Okay.